Analog horror photography is what I created instead of some wholesome, nostalgic pictures of my family on our latest camping trip. Now you may be wondering, how did I accidentally create analog horror? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly how I did that. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is the place where I took the pictures, Percy Quin State Park in southern Mississippi. Construction began in the park in 1935. After the completion of the dam that created Lake Tangipahoa. The work was done by the Civil Conservation Corps, a government work relief program that ran from 1933 to 1942. The park was named after local politician Percy Quin, who served in the House of Representatives from 1913 to 1932. The park is also one of the 9 original state parks built by the Mississippi Civil Conservation Corps in the 1930s. The next factor that led me to create analog horror pictures is the camera and the film that I used. This is the point and shoot Canon AF35ML. This camera was released in 1981, and the film that I used is double film Pacific 400. Now this film is a pre-exposed film and it's made to mimic the aesthetic of the 1970s. Anyway, enough of that, and let's get to the pictures. The first group of pictures I took was on a walk from our cabin to the lake. This is the first shot I took, and it immediately feels creepy. Even though it's a picture of my kids, and I know it's my shadow in the foreground, there's something about this image that's just inherently eerie. As I got closer to the lake, it captured a landscape photo. But the picture came out too orange for my taste, and a lot of the details were lost in the shadows. The last picture I got while I was down by the lake was of the cabin we were staying in. This image is one of my favorites on the road. A cabin in the woods is the setting for so many horror movies, and that's what this picture reminds me of. I also walked around the cabin and got this shot. I liked how the light was coming through the trees, but it didn't really translate to the picture. The next spot I went to in the park was where the lake meets the river. I've been coming to Percy Quin for a long time, and every time I come to the park, I always take a picture from the bridge and a picture of the bridge. Although these scenes don't normally look this creepy. Well, that's all the pictures I took at Percy Quin State Park, but I still had a few more exposures left on that roll of film, so I decided to finish that film out in another location. The reason we were camping is because every November there is a family reunion lunch that's held in Liberty, Mississippi, so I finished shooting this roll at Ethel Vance Park. The first shot I got there was of this parking lot. There isn't a whole lot going on in this picture, so I honestly don't remember why I took this picture. As I drove around the park, I came across this interesting spot where I could get a shot of the small road I was driving on. As I drove further, I was stopped by this gate. Now this picture of this gate fills me with a sense of dread and impending doom. It's as if this gate is holding something back, preventing escape. Well, that's it for Ethel Vance, and we made one more stop before heading home. The Little Red Schoolhouse in Liberty. Now this photo of my wife and daughter is what I was thinking all my photos would look like on this roll of film. But that didn't exactly happen. However, I will always be grateful for the happy accident of analog horror. And I highly recommend Double Film Pacific 400 if you're interested in creating your own analog horror images. Well, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.